Right, and much like those teams from the 80s, they fell short in the end. Again. And that's been the rub with the Bucks is, you know, as you look back at so many years in a row, so close, couldn't do it. And then this last year against Toronto, you know, they win the first two, Game 3's double OT, and then all of a sudden, a week later, their season's over. So they've never quite been able to get over the hump since the days that we lost Sunday.
The nice thing is, though, this team is making the mandatory steps it seems that all these teams eventually have to make to get to where they want to go.
Right. They're trying to keep the team together that they succeeded with last year. Sometimes when you have success, you think that you should keep that success together, and that could be dangerous because really I felt like that team underachieved. They lost to a Toronto team that they had just performed better than them this season. So what's that last piece that you need? And I guess the last piece for Milwaukee now is Giannis. We haven't seen it.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wing. And it's Bledsoe in at point guard. And for Philadelphia, Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's Milton in at the point. Here's Harris. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Shoots over Matthews. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The 76ers off to a slow start. 6-point game. Milton the pass to Harris. Richardson outside. For Middleton. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence. Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Harris. Looking to end the run. And no good that time. Good D by Giannis.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Kept alive. Moves back up. And it's good on the way up. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the word landing space. All that stuff. Like, what would you load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's like he's gathering the ball? I never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough of those weird things.
Yeah. Here's Middleton, Philadelphia, able to drain the fruit. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Here's Milton. Harris, outside. Over Giannis. And the rejection by Giannis.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here is Harris. Now the dish to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Middleton outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for Chris Middleton.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Richardson, no luck. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on an 18-3 run right now. And it's Giannis missing.
And
typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues.
Yeah, summer league's happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Embiid.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. Just in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they would tape delay in the finals, and you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center.
Yeah.
Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game with me. It's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with me,
right.
with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online, and this is what they're doing all day.
Passes it to Milton. Pocket 6. Back to Embiid. Takes the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Hey, this big fella, Joel Embiid, you've got to guard him out at the three-point line. This guy has a nice stroke. You cannot sleep on him out there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And, Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s. The first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. He's like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut, I'm in LA, and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford is checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Burks in for Josh Richardson. Lopez passes to Bledsoe. Trains the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got 7.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And here's Embiid. Following the three from Eric Bledsoe. And the shot goes in from Embiid. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach at?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple of years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players.
And still stay competitive.
Build
So
a
they took
nucleus.
the momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's that's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill kicks to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Hill. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And already they've taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Williams passes to Hill. Back to Williams. Bucks passing it around. Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And they double up Simmons. And the lead is down inside single digits. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Now here's Middleton. He has 6. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability. There's nothing anonymous about it.
No. We have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for 2nd team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care
Our
about
name
it.
is attached to it.
Yeah. I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. Scott can't get it to go. And it's Williams with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 11. Saturday was a great victory for them.
I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The pass to Simmons. Dishes to Burks. Simmons inside. He's guarded by Hill. No good from Simmons. Connaughton passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bangs home the trifecta. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw drops for Hill.
You know, the former late first-round pick Hill has really developed into a reliable shooter and wing defender. He's got good speed, gets to the rim, with ease and passes the ball well, too.
Jacks up a three, and the three ball is good. And the Bucks lead by 12. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing. But it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Here's DiVincenzo. 76ers getting the bucket. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should go?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Here's Hill. After Alec Burks has scored, the drive by Hill and foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Tell you what, when Hill slices in like this, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and almost forces them to foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw drops for Hill. Josh Richardson's checked in for the 76ers. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Milton. He's guarded by Hill. Harris outside for the three.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Matthews is checked in. Here's Milton. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Harris passes to Milton. Sinks the triple. Milton's got 5 points now this quarter. And Giannis earning another All-NBA nod, Bill. He'll be eligible to sign the biggest contract in NBA history this coming summer.
I thought you had the biggest contract
After
in NBA
you,
history.
after you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Well, what's funny about this is they could have signed him to the max a few years ago, and there was this rule that you could only have one guy on your team could have a 5-year max, and they were saving it for Jabari Parker. So they signed him for 4 years, $100 million, a little bit of a discount. Now he's going to make them pay. And if I was Giannis, I would be very spiteful about the fact that they cared about Jabari more than me, and I would want to sign with the Celtics. But that's just me.
That was a different GM, though, at the time.
Listen, it doesn't matter who it was.
Right.
They didn't treat you right, Giannis. You should lose.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. There's the lob, and Kumbo, an emphatic LU jam.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now here's Embiid. He has 5. Richardson, no luck.
He hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. It's going to be Middleton shooting. That one on Richardson. The Bucks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Williams, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Hill.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy 2-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Here's Milton. He's got 10. Pass to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The 76ers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. He misses the free throw. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book that there's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones you're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
Oh, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s Clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's willing to get out and affect the game.
The 76ers trail by 14. Richardson left side. Over Williams. Richardson, no luck.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Here's DiVincenzo. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And the 76ers call time here. And Simmons, he's checked in for Alec Burks. Eric Bledsoe checked in for Milwaukee. On defense, Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Milton. 12 points for him. And they double up Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. A shot by Milton, no good. Bucks leading by 14. It's tipped. Simmons against Middleton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Simmons.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Hill in for Chris Middleton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And stolen by Harris. Here's Milton, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Richardson against Pitt. And no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. To the paint, here's Simmons.
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now here's Giannis. 2 points for him. Yep, it counts.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
Here's Milton. 14 points for him. On the shot clock. Richardson gets a wide open look. They get it back. Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hill.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the 76ers. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up to the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 10-point game. Matthews, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one. I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Joel Embiid.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Horford dishes to Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Really tough to defend Tobias Harris any better than that. I mean, he's just got a special knack for making tough shots.
Now, here is Hill. He's got 6. Bledsoe outside. Good. Nice job down low. Bledsoe's got 9. The 76ers trail by 10. Outside, Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Now here's Bledsoe. 15 so far. Count it.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Embiid. He's got 8. To the middle. Back to Richardson. Over Giannis. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Richardson. He's got 9.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you want.
I want to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
He doesn't get the second one.
Guys, Wesley Matthews is a pure shooter, a long-range bomber who also plays lockdown defense on the perimeter. That's a heck of a combination.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Now, here's Matthews. Passes it to Hill. Bledsoe against Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's a major challenge trying to contain Bledsoe. I mean, when he's being aggressive, he puts the defense in a tough spot.
For Milwaukee, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Hill. And so he makes both from the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 17. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Great tee that time from Giannis. Over to the wing. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. And Lopez throws it down.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bucks lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, you know, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, there's a definite postseason buzz in the air. Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Well, for the Bucks, they played exactly like they'd expected to, given the first two games. They're just one half away from taking what would almost certainly become an insurmountable 3-0 lead in the series. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Ernie, do not take this the wrong way, but the freak got freaky as usual. He can rise above anyone, gets whatever shot he wants. Plus, he's a tremendous team leader, both through words and action.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
That That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The 76ers trail by 9 on the court for the Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Embiid. It's over Matthews. Embiid, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Pass to Harris. Poked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Matthews, no one around him. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And Matthews streaks down the floor. Fantastic score in the open court. He can get to the rim or hurt you with the 3.
Embiid with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Here's Milton. Not loose.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it's... wasn't in the cards. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now here's Embiid. 8 points for him. Misses from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Drops in the tray.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
The 76ers trail by 19. And Philadelphia calls time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo, and of course Ben Simmons.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
The pass to Milton. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Richardson. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Harris.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Simmons. 17 points in the game. Harris inside. Lopez is there. Harris's shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of calls. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Milton. He's got 14. Pass to Richardson. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Middleton outside, beyond the arc, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Back to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Here's Richardson. That one a tad off down to the right, but drops in for it. Richardson's got 11 points. Bucks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Antetokounmpo kicks to Matthews. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Now here is Harris. 6 points for him. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Bucks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Wide open look. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 20-3 run. Here's Milton. He's got 14. Embiid inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Embiid kicks to Harris. Looking to get back on track here. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Hands it from downtown.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 18. Pass to Milton. Here's Embiid. Guarded by Bledsoe. Got a hand on it, but he recovers it. A second chance effort. Embiid, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside Matthews. Floats it up for Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Simmons slams it in.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stop.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Richardson attacking. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Bucks shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Antetokounmpo, no good. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And George Hill stepped in for Eric Bledsoe.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 33 points for him. Basket good. And that's now 9 points for Wesley Matthews.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Harris. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got 9.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Outside Hill. And he drops it in from the low post. 8 points for him.
You've got to give credit to how Hill just bounces off contact like it's not even phasing him. I mean, he really knows how to finish in style.
Milton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here is Hill. He's got 8. Middleton outside. Latrey. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Here's Milton. 17 points in the game. Up top, Embiid. Lopez covering. Pass to Richardson. They get the rebound. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Boy, that's a great effort from Simmons, guys. He might have point guard skills, and he's got plenty of those, but he can bang inside, too.
Middleton outside. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Sensational speed by Simmons, tucking it down the court and beating everybody.
To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Takes it to Matthews. That 3 off the mark. Philadelphia has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The pass to Simmons. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And Simmons is just a complete package of player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Timeout called the Bucks. Changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Josh Richardson. And then for Milwaukee, Marvin Williams is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Matthews. The kick out to Williams. Outside Hill. 4 on the clock. Williams trying to break free. Hill, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Hill. To Williams with the fadeaway. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Burks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Korkmaz right through the D for the layup. Korkmaz has got his first basket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And that one drops for him. 10 points for George Hill.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Milton. He's guarded by Hill. Milton's shot is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight. He has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Horford is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz with the 3-slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Horford, no luck.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the 76ers. Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Williams. Horford kicks to Korkmaz. Stolen by Bledsoe. By himself. And Bledsoe with the stop.
Capable of owning possessions all by himself, Bledsoe is a game changer at both ends of the floor.
Bledsoe against Burks. Horford high post over Lopez. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Burks.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid comes in for Scott, and it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. Burks the pass to Simmons. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Here's Korkmaz. No good on the quick 3.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Lopez, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Burks against Bledsoe. Leans from outside. Burks can't get it to go.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Because of his strength and his athleticism, he kind of curls his way inside and gets contact because he's looking for it. No fear from Bledsoe there.
Free throw, no good. And the 76ers making a change here. Richardson's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for George Hill. And he sinks the second. And here is Simmons. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bledsoe against Burks. Richardson for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Bucks leading by 21. Bledsoe outside. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Yeah, you know what? I like the tough-mindedness of Bledsoe. I mean, it's never easy trying to keep him under control, especially when he's driving the ball.
Lopez outside. There's the three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Simmons against Bledsoe. Passes it to Burks. 6 to shoot. Middleton against Richardson. Another three for Philadelphia.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Outside Williams. And stolen by Horford. Now Simmons. Burks. Oh, and that one. No question.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And this is Korver's shot. Continues to knock down that tray ball. He's as consistent as it gets from here.
Simmons finds Burks. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. They have a 19-point lead. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
Tremendous explosion towards the rack. Bledsoe in attack mode, and I love it.
Now, here's Burks. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
Bucks leading by 19. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for Marvin Williams. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Lopez against Embiid. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, here's Burks. Pocket six inside. There's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
You know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Here's Lopez. He dishes it to Hill. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. It's Richardson on the wing. It's Solomon to Tacumbo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
The 76ers trail by 21. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them. Simmons dishes to Horford. Embiid with it. 5 on the clock. Works for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Now here's Simmons. He lobs it up.
And really just unselfish basketball in the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Bucks leading by 21. Middleton looking it over. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Here's DiVincenzo. Richardson covering. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Gotta admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
And he can't get the first one. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Burks. And it's Jake Milton in for Al Horford. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Matthews comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. And the second free throw, good. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. He's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton. That's good from Simmons. And Simmons drops them both. So it's the Bucks now. It's an 18-point game. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Lets it go with a 3. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists now in the game. The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Embiid is at the elbow. And they double up Embiid. Down low, here's Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, Tobias Harris is a great scorer, and he's had multiple NBA stops, and I think you just have to simply say this guy has always been wanted.
That one misses. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
And the first one drops. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The 76ers trail by 21. Now here's Simmons. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Richardson against Middleton. Pass to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now here's Middleton. Bledsoe outside. Back to Middleton. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around. Check Simmons.
Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Simmons got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
That free throw good from Bledsoe. Bledsoe drops them both. The 76ers trail by 21. Here's Simmons. Harris, right side. And oh, the block shot crabs it out of the air. Middleton against Embiid. Fades away. And it's in off the backboard. Middleton's got 26.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort, and really a significant victory for the Bucks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Now here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And here are the 76ers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Harris. The 6-footer's good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now here's Bledsoe. And he banks in the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Milton. Lopez with the block. Middleton outside. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. You have to think at this point of 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, you know, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.